Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're on a mission that's focused entirely on where your real, tangible influence lives. Right outside your front door in Deer Park, LaPorte, and Pasadena.
Yep. What we've done is pull together a really focused set of sources and notes, all designed to empower you, to help you improve your life and your community.
We're really trying to move past the noise.
We are. The goal isn't just to summarize things, it's to pull out truly actionable intelligence. We're mapping out how you can maximize your local impact based on 4 ideas we kept seeing in these sources: liberty, prosperity, service, and growth.
And the central idea that just keeps coming up in all this material is, well, it's a bit sobering, but it's also incredibly empowering.
Which is?
That the only things we actually control are our thoughts and our actions. Now, just think about the collective energy imbalance there.
Oh, yeah?
How many hours are spent angry and frustrated about issues happening, thousands of miles away versus the time spent engaging right here locally where you can actually make a measurable change.
And that ability to shift that ratio, to redirect your energy from that national frustration to local governance, that's really the entire mission of this deep dive.
As one of the sources put it, democracy isn't a spectator sport. It's a participation requirement.
That says it all, really.
And if you find value in the specific, actionable information we're providing for this Southeast Houston community, please remember this is all supported by the value for value model.
That's your time, your talent, or your treasure.
Exactly. That direct support fuels this mission. You can find the link at thinkandactlocally.com/donate. It's in the show notes. And we always want your feedback, so please email us at david@thinkandactlocally.com.
Okay, let's get into it.
Let's do it. Let's unpack this core challenge. The sources just hammer this home, this critical imbalance. Hours spent venting about Washington versus minutes spent actually affecting your property taxes or local safety rules.
Yeah, things that actually impact your daily life.
Right. So we're starting the new year with an immediate, high-leverage action item. We're calling it the 2026 Civic Challenge.
And the challenge is simple. It's commitment. Attend just one city council meeting this month.
Just one?
Just one. Local democracy is truly on your doorstep, starting this week. We have 3 immediate opportunities for you.
Okay, lay them out for us.
So Deer Park and Pasadena, they both meet on Tuesday, January 7th.
Same day.
Yep. Deer Park City Council is at 7:30 p.m. and Pasadena City Council is a bit earlier at 6:00 p.m. Both are at their city halls.
And LaPorte.
If you're in LaPorte, your city council meeting is Monday, January 13th, also at 6:00 p.m.
Now, here's the most important piece of this, I think. It's the secret hack to showing up informed.
It's radical.
Most people who go to these meetings walk in totally blind. They're just relying on what they hear in the moment, which, it's a massive disadvantage.
It is, because the council agendas are legally posted online at least 72 hours before the meeting.
And that small window of pre-reading, it gives you just disproportionate power.
It really does. If you spend 5 minutes just reviewing the titles, you instantly understand what decisions are actually being made about your city's budget, about development, zoning.
So what are the links?
They're pretty straightforward and worth bookmarking. For Deer Park, it's deerparktx.gov Agenda Center. For LaPorte, it's laportetext.gov Agenda Center.
And Pasadena?
Pasadena is pasadenalatext.gov Agenda Center. That brief moment of prep, that is your greatest local leverage.
And that preparation is especially relevant right now because the sources highlight a massive, real-world issue looming in LaPorte that could fundamentally change the local map.
That's correct. We're talking about a discussion LaPorte's council is going to have about whether to put a consolidation election with Shoreacres on the ballot.
Wow.
This is happening in the coming weeks. If we connect this to the bigger picture, this isn't some abstract national drama. This is your neighbors deciding if 2 incorporated cities become one political and economic entity.
This is as real as it gets.
This is controllable, tangible change at its finest.
And the history here is just fascinating. The sources reminded us that this isn't the first time this has come up, right?
Not at all. Shoreacres last firmly rejected consolidation with LaPorte way back in 1989.
And it wasn't even close, was it?
No, it was a huge margin, 454 to 106. So the fact that this decision, which affects everything from city services to your taxes, is coming back around, it just underscores how crucial it is to be present and informed at those meetings.
That discipline of local engagement, it shouldn't just stop at City Hall. It has to apply to our finances if we really want to build local prosperity. Let's look at the health of local commerce first.
Okay, a great place to start is the LaPorte Bayshore Chamber of Commerce. Their annual awards banquet is coming up January 22nd at the Monument Inn. It's a key event every year.
And who are they honoring this year?
They're honoring their 2025 recipients. So that's South Region Driving School for Business of the Year, Bay Area Habitat for Humanity as Nonprofit of the Year, and the Volunteers of the Year are Jessica Cienega and Randy Casey.
It's a great reflection of local strength.
Hmm.
And those awards, they represent real, measurable economic momentum.
They do. The sources showed the Chamber welcomed 47 new members in 2025.
47, that's a lot.
And they awarded $25,500 in scholarships. I mean, that's growth translating directly into community investment and opportunity for kids.
And looking beyond the chamber, we're seeing signs of industry growth attracting, well, global attention.
Right. Germany-based industrial services provider Billfinger North America just opened its second corporate office right here in LaPorte.
This isn't small potatoes.
No, not at all. We're talking substantial facilities. A 4,300 square foot office, a 10,300 square foot warehouse, employing 35 people just to support their Gulf Coast operations.
So an international company sees the stability and opportunity here. That's what real, tangible prosperity looks like.
Exactly.
Now, let's apply that idea of systematic, disciplined growth to our personal finances. The sources included this fascinating look at generating personal wealth through a philosophy they called stealing yourself wealthy.
Right, which uses a low-stress options framework.
Yeah.
The core principle aligns perfectly with local action. It's systems over speculation, consistency over chaos.
And this framework, it isn't about being a day trader glued to a screen, right?
No, not at all. The goal is entirely practical. It's about targeting about 1% growth per week, and you manage it for only 1 to 2 hours total each week. It's designed for a busy person's life.
Wait, I want to clarify something here for everyone listening. The results in the notes were pretty striking. Nearly $25,000 collected in premium income in just 4 months. That number sounds, well, it sounds too high, maybe even high risk to an average person. Can you break down what premium income is and why this is called low stress?
That's a great question. It's a powerful distinction. So premium income, for those who don't know options trading, is basically the upfront cash you collect for agreeing to either buy or sell a stable stock at a certain price later on.
So you're selling a contract, not just gambling on which way the market moves.
Exactly. It's low stress because the whole approach focuses on selling these options on established, stable companies, which generates a consistent, reliable cash flow.
So it's about creating systems that constantly generate that income stream, rather than hoping for one lucky big trade.
That's it.
And when you compare that kind of consistent result to a typical savings account's, pathetic 0.45% annual return, it just throws the value of controlling your own financial systems into really sharp relief.
Small, consistent actions compounding into something significant. That's the real takeaway.
Okay, so let's move from personal finance to public service and safety. We have to acknowledge the high caliber of expertise protecting LaPorte.
We really do. 2 members of the emergency management team, Amber Castro-Beltran and Jeremy Borsha, they recently earned the Certified Emergency Manager, or CEM, credential.
That sounds incredibly prestigious. What does that certification actually mean for the community?
It means they have the highest level of validated global expertise in managing major crises, disasters, complex emergencies, you name it. Only about 2,500 people in the entire world hold that certification.
So this isn't just theory.
No. It means when a hurricane hits or an industrial incident happens, the caliber of the professionals making life and death decisions for our community is truly world-class, right here in LaPorte.
That's really reassuring. And that level of commitment is matched by the direct community service we're seeing locally.
Let's talk about the mission of Loving LaPorte.
This is a really powerful neighbor-to-neighbor effort. It's led by Michael and Christy Hanks. They saw a statistic that's just appalling. 84% of students at LaPorte Elementary are below the federal poverty level.
84%. That number should just stop us all cold.
It's not an abstract issue. It's the kid next door struggling with hunger or instability after school.
So they joined an effort to feed, 80 to 150 kids after school at the library. That's right. And they're expanding their vision now. They want to open a full community center with a food pantry, clothing assistance, tutoring, life skills classes, even laundry facilities.
All under one roof to support the whole family.
Exactly. If you feel compelled to help, setup is at 2:15 p.m. on weekdays at the library. Or you can contact Michael Hanks directly at 867-3499 for info on donations or volunteering.
And speaking of massive service milestones, the LaPorte Police Department's Blue Santa program served nearly 1,000 children this holiday season.
That's a record. It's up significantly from the 600 to 700 they served in previous years.
That massive increase, it really speaks volumes about the dedication of their partners.
It does. The CPIAA, the Police Officers Association, Underwood Baptist Church. It shows what happens when local organizations really coordinate their efforts.
Okay, let's shift perspective a bit to healthcare. The source material had a fascinating look at mutual aid models, specifically something called crowd health, which is a direct contrast to traditional insurance.
The contrast is huge because traditional insurance fundamentally profits from sickness. It has an inherent incentive to minimize what it pays out, which, leads to claim denials.
And the mutual aid model flips that.
It completely flips it. It's a community designed to fund health events directly. You're replacing the corporate profit motive with community support.
So the community contribution basically replaces the massive corporate overhead and profit structure of a standard insurance company. How does that work in practice?
Precisely. The structure they shared involves a small monthly subscription, about $55 a month per person, plus a monthly community contribution.
And what does that add up to?
The sources showed for a family of four, the total monthly cost is roughly $400 to $660.
That's dramatically less than the, $1,500 to $2,500 for traditional family coverage in Texas?
It is.
Okay, wait. If there's no insurance company, who handles negotiating a massive bill like that $6,000 ER bill they mentioned?
It is. When you have a health event, you pay a commitment amount. The sources noted $500, and the community funds the rest. But before the community pays, Crowd Health negotiates the bill on your behalf, often getting substantial reductions.
So in that $6,000 ER bill example, the bill was negotiated down and the community covered the rest after your initial $500.
Exactly. The focus shifts entirely to transparent, shared funding.
That's a powerful model for local self-reliance. Okay, let's move into some quick cultural updates and calendar highlights to keep our communities connected. First up, the food scene in LaPorte has some great options right now.
Definitely. If you're looking for classic comfort food, check out New Orleans Seafood Kitchen. It's great no-frills fried seafood platters.
And if you're craving flavor.
Gyro Guys. Excellent meat-centric Greek options like gyros and shawarma.
And for a quick, healthier option, there's next-level nutrition for energy teas and meals. Switching briefly to property, we saw a featured property for lease in Deer Park 4422 Meadowway, Dr. Cull.
Yep. For $2,500, it's a beautiful one-story that includes the washer, dryer, and fridge, and you can even lease it furnished.
A critical detail for anyone listening here in Texas.
Yes. The sources specifically noted this home had no damage during the 2021 freeze or any flooding during Harvey. Resilience is a big selling point around here.
It really is. Okay, let's turn to growth through education and historical preservation. LaPorte High School had some exceptional academic achievement, with 34 students named AP Scholars this year.
And we should give a special shout-out to Addison Steffer, who earned the prestigious AP International Diploma. That's academic excellence recognized on a global scale, but nurtured right here.
And community preservation is just as important for growth. The LaPorte Public Library received a pretty substantial $20,000 grant from the Hampshire Library Foundation.
That grant is specifically to digitize decades of historic newspapers. This is absolutely critical for preserving a community's identity.
It means future generations, and even current residents, can easily access and search the community's past.
Exactly. It secures that history for good.
And major support is flowing into higher ed, too. San Jacinto College got a significant $500,000 Houston Endowment grant to strengthen student support.
And they've announced new leadership appointments. Dr. Rhonda Bell as Central Campus Provost, Dr. Alexander Okwana is succeeding the Deputy Chancellor, and Dr. Christopher Wild was named Generation Park Campus Provost.
All right, let's wrap up with a look at the calendar so you can get involved and connect locally.
Pasadena is hosting a gun show on January 10th and 11th.
And if you're looking for something creative, there's a Warm Winter Wishes Coffee and Canvas on January 6th.
And looking ahead a bit, for family activities, February 7th is the Father-Daughter Masquerade Ball at the Sylvan Beach Pavilion.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
And if you're looking for a free community celebration, mark February 21st for Mardi Gras on Main at 5 Points Town Plaza.
So to tie this entire deep dive together,
the power you seek to create change is nearly always located in the closest, most accessible place. It's your city hall, your local chamber, your volunteer group. When you invest your time, talent, or treasure in local action, you're investing in a movement that creates tangible, real-world returns.
And as we close, we return to that core civic challenge. Attend one city council meeting this month. Deer Park in Pasadena on January 7th, La Porte on January 13th. You don't have to speak. Your informed presence is your participation.
Margaret Mead's famous quote reminds us that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens is the only thing that has ever changed the world. We've covered everything today, from systems for personal financial stability to feeding students below the poverty line to deciding on the very boundaries of a city. So let us ask you, when you review the agenda for that one meeting you attend this week, what specific issue are you going to commit to following through on?